Queen City Confessions.
Now, if you want to submit your confession and keep it totally anonymous, just text HITS along with your confession and send it to 96893. Like I said, we keep you anonymous.
Here's the first Queen City confession. My friend has started their sober journey this summer.
Ooh.
I'm super happy for them because their drinking was getting a bit out of hand. I'm a little sad because I know our friendship is about to change and she's going to look at me differently because I still binge drink on the weekend.
It is tough when one person in a relationship makes a change and the other is not making a change or doing anything or growing or whatever. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like you have to choose what's best for you. But I mean, I think there are things you can do to try to keep the friendship alive. Right?
Absolutely. And I think that also, too, this could be a signal for you to maybe readdress your relationship with alcohol.
Right.
Because I think
binge drinking all the time is probably not the best way to go.
Absolutely. I mean, to me, that's why, even though we joke about it on the show, but that's why I enjoy the way my husband and I do damp January, where we don't do the full dry January, but it still makes us go, ooh, okay, maybe we were drinking a little bit too much, especially during the holidays, and it got a little too much during the week. So let's sort of just reassess. And so maybe this is a signal for you to do that as well.
Right. It is. Instead of just giving up and being like, well, it's going to change now, just take it in and like really try to reach out and work with her.
Here's another Queen City confession. I've been talking with this guy for about a month. We've been taking things very slow since we both got out of long relationships, so we haven't even made it to the bedroom just yet. He invited me to a pool party this past weekend at his apartment. He's so hairy. I'm talking shoulders, his back, his lower back. Okay. We always would meet up after work, so he's pretty covered up. I don't want to tell him he needs to shave, but I just don't know if I want to feel like I'm sleeping with a dog when we make it to that point.
Oh, not a dog.
Those were her words, not mine.
You know what? Let this man down gently. Let this man down gently. Someone will really appreciate his hairiness.
I mean, or maybe is it okay for her to say like, hey, I don't know if this is the best thing. If this isn't what I'm attracted to.
If he's got that much hair, do you know the upkeep of trying to keep slick with that much hair? The upkeep, you got to either get waxed. Don't shave it because then in like one day the pricklies start. I would tell you this much. I would much rather be snuggled up to a man with soft curls on his chest or arms or wherever than like be leaned up against some prickly dude who just shaved 2 days ago who's is not going to shave every single day. I don't know.
Save that. But I mean, I would just put it out there and see what he says. And then if he says, nope, then you know that that's not for you and you're not for him and he's not for you.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. This man was already super confident to be like that out in public at a pool party. Mm-hmm. So he probably likes it that way. Otherwise, he wouldn't look like that.
But I would say at least have the conversation and just put it out there. And if he shuts you down, okay, well, then you know it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the last Queen City confession. After a very long marriage, my parents have decided to get a divorce. This has been a complete shock for me because I always thought they were amazing. This has made me look at my parents differently. My mom has started dressing like one of my friends. I even saw her out in South End one weekend while I was drinking with my friends. My dad has turned into this creepy old man who asks about my single friends. It's like I didn't even know who my parents were.
Yes. Because parents are humans and you only see them through the lens of a child looking at a parent. But it sounds like you're grown enough now to do a little bit of a deeper dive and be like, okay, who are these people that raised me? Because I feel like even I never really took the time to think about like, oh, my mom is a whole woman. But you know what? I saw some TikTok thing. It was like, your mom's just a girl trying to do things for the first time too. Cut her a little slack. Cut your creepy dad a little slack.
I mean, I don't know. You got to talk to him about that.
Have a conversation.
Like, stop asking about Ashley.
Nobody Dad, don't be creepy. Go find a lady your own age. Okay, like let's put some parameters. But seriously, like you're gonna have to learn who your parents are and appreciate them for the humans that they are, as well as the parents.
and give them the grace that they also are grieving their long relationship and
Yes.
their life that they lived. And they
It throws you into a tailspin.
Absolutely. So you got to give them a little grace on that because everyone loses their mind once they go through that. I'm curious, how did your parents change after their divorce? Text hits in your message to 96893. All right, 8 to 717. We have a Miguel and Holly fan member who needs help navigating this potential problem with his boss.
Yeah.
Now, he's only been working in the corporate world a little bit, so he's not sure if he's about to get himself in an awkward situation. But what is this awkward situation with his boss? Find out next on Hits 96.1 with Miguel and Holly.